everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Tia Mama Happy. For those who don't know me, if you are a returning subby, thank you for the love and support. And if you just came across this face and you like it here, do not forget to subscribe. Anyway guys, I'm just letting you guys know that we have landed in the third month of the year, and it's important for us to check if we are still aligned with our visions for 2023 or your new year resolutions, whatever you call it. Are you still in check? Are you still aligned? And if not, what are you doing, guys? It's good to have your new year resolutions as goals that we put out for the year for us to achieve, but you need to strategize. You need to have a plan in place on how you're going to achieve those goals. So now I was sitting down and I was like, oh my word, we in March already, and before you know it, it will be halfway through the year, and before you know it, the year is over again, and blah 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 again. People are sitting down, they're checking their list. We say, oh, I've achieved this, oh no, here's from my vision board. And then we'll be sitting down and you're like, oh, those are God's favorite children. Not exactly. Those are people who had a strategy, who had a plan, and who put their plan into place, and they worked and sacrificed towards those visions. It's not enough just to have a vision board in place. It's good to have it in place, to know what you're working towards, and to also always have the drive, knowing that, you know what, it acts as a remembrance for you to sit down and see it and say, yeah, I'm working towards this. And whenever you're sacrificing something, you also sit down and say, I'm sacrificing this, and it is for the good of my family, for the well-being of me in the future, and I want this so badly, and you do not fall off course. So it's good to have something written there so that whoever sees it. From Habakkuk 3 says, have a vision clear on template, so that whoever sees it may run with it. So whoever is you as well, so that when you see your vision, every single time you wake up, whenever you see it, you may remember and run towards that direction and work towards that direction. But it does not happen just as easy as it may sound. Like, just put it up there and miraculously so, magically so, God and his angels or the magic in the world, I don't know what, will know that, hey, we're working towards that. No. You also have to put in the work. You have to put in the sweat. You have to sacrifice for it. So I was sitting down and I was like, I have some New Year resolutions that I carried from 2022, and I carried them into 2023 because I failed to achieve them in 2022. I did not strategize well for me to achieve them then. I did not put in the amount of work that was required for me to achieve them in that year. So I carried it through to this year because they mean so much to me, and I want to see them materialize in my life. And this year, obviously, I'm not going to do the same thing that I did last year by simply just writing it down and not putting in the work or the effort towards it. So I was sitting and I was like, I'm in the third year of the month. What have I done so far? What have I achieved so far? Am I aligned with what I want to achieve in regards to my New Year resolutions, my New Year goals? Or it's going to be the same thing again this year. I'm going to carry them through again in 2024. Or I'm really going to put in the work and the focus towards what I want. And this year, I'm very intentional. I'm so intentional in what I want. And if I do not fully achieve that this year, but I would be somewhere and I would have started with my achieving towards my vision on my vision board. I would show you guys. So I have my vision board as my screensaver on my phone. Unfortunately, I'm shooting with my phone. I don't have a camera as yet, but this year it's definitely a goal for me to have a vlogging camera, and I'm aiming to have one, and I know I will have one in due time. Of course, I'm still saving for it, but I have other plans in place, you know, and I honestly truly want to achieve them. I have my own personal goals. I have goals with my partner for our family, for the growth of our family, for the growth of our wealth as a family, not only as an individual. And we were sitting down and was like, how are we gonna get here? And he was like, sweetheart, reality check. We have to cut out certain things. We have to sacrifice where we can. And comfort is not in the charts for us this year, because we're working towards building a legacy for our children and our children's children. And unfortunately, we will have to sacrifice so much, and it's uncomfortable, guys. I'm not gonna sit here and glamorize it. It's so uncomfortable, but it is what it is. And tomorrow we will thank ourselves when we have reached those goals, that hey, we sacrificed this much. We put off family time. We had to sacrifice time together. You had to work during weekends because we needed that extra cash to working towards whatever we're working towards. And I also have to get into that state of understanding that he won't always be here. We won't always be walking down, holding hands, weekend in and weekend out. We will have most weekends whereby he's there, I'm there, and we both working, but the vision is the same and we're working towards the same thing, and it's for the good of our family, and we both know it. So having that vision board, having those goals written down, it reminds us when the going gets tough, because it does get tough. I mean, it really gets tough, you know, being at home when he's at work and I have to tackle everything inside the house by myself. It does get to me at most of the time. It drives me crazy sitting here with kids, making sure everything is okay and aligned for us in the next week. When we go to work, when the kids go to school, being present for our kids, educating our kids, showing them the light. Because if you don't educate your kids, someone else is going to do it for you. And I'm holding the torch here at home while he's out there grinding for more money, for us to achieve that which we want to achieve. So it's good that we have the vision board there, and I can see it whenever I go open my phone, and I'm like, I know it's hard, but remember, you're working towards this. I know you want those many family vacations, but remember, you're working towards this now, and you cannot have it as of yet. The days will come. You can't have it as often as you want or as often as I would like, but those times will come. But now we are in a season of grinding, a season of sweating, a season of sacrifice, a season of putting off so many things for tomorrow. It's a season, like I said, and it will pass. And I guess must just make the most of the season as of now and enjoy it, because when the time comes and we are reaping what we sow, we will sit back and remember where we come from. Remember that, hey, we had to sacrifice so much, but we are here now. So guys, the message for today: are you still in check with your goals, your visions for the year, your resolutions for the year, your goals for the year? And if you're not, it's still early. You can align yourself well, so that when the year ends, you don't sit down and say, woo, some kids shame at God's favorite kids and wada 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 wada. I'm not going to sit here and downplay the spiritual side of things, downplay God in this, but God also hates lazy people. And if you are lazy, there is nothing good that's gonna come out for you. We all carry the cross, guys. So take up your cross. Even Jesus said it himself, that if you want to follow me, carry your cross, take up the cross. It's not easy. The going is not easy. I know that social media makes it appear and look so easy. No one is gonna, videoize when they are crying, videoize when they are depressed and in the deepest pits of things. No one videoizes that. But the minute you achieve you achieve something in life, you're out there and you're like, God has done it for me, and when the time is right, God will do it. But you're not telling people that what you had to put in for God to also come through for you. You're not telling people that you also went the smile. You were sleeping 3 hours a day instead of the 8 hours that we prescribed to sleep. You were getting up at 4 a.m., 3 a.m. while they were sleeping. You're not sharing that. You're not telling people that, hey, from my monthly salary, I was not even spending anything on leisure, luxury, nothing. I was taking all my money and investing it into this thing, so that after this many years or after this time, I will be here. You're not telling people that, but instead you're just showing people the results of what you managed to achieve. And that's basically what social media is putting out there most of the time. And it's just an unrealistic thing that we're consuming day in and day out, whereby you're sitting down, people are like, no, your 9 to 5 job, this and that and that and that, but they're not telling you how hard it was when they left their 9 to 5 job to hustle for whatever they have now, what they had to sacrifice, if they lost their homes, lost their cars, like whatever, whatever they had to lose, the comfort that they had to lose, coming with the decision that they made. They're not sharing that. They're just telling you, I couldn't do this. I just wanted to be my own boss. I knew there's more to life. And then voila, they're driving a Mercedes-Benz. You don't know how that came about. They're not even showing you their hustle, They're just sitting there and saying, God came through for me. Wow. And I'm not saying God can come through for you, but let's be real now. What did you... I always say, you do your part and God will obviously come and do the rest. But you cannot feed people a lie as if you were just sitting there and miraculously, so God that day was like, let's do this for this one. Guys, thank you for watching. I'm just saying, it's time for us to do a reality check. The year has started, the fever in January that most of us have, and say new year, new blessings, new whatever, and we're not really being real with the sacrifices that come with the new year, what you'll have to sacrifice, what you'll have to put off, the sweat you're going to give in that new year to get whatever you want. So yeah, it's a new year, but let us be real and work towards whatever it is that we've written down when the year began, and we said we want to achieve 1, 2, 3, 4. Align yourself well, sacrifice where you have to sacrifice. It's not easy, it's not glamorous. There's nothing glamorous in carrying your cross. It's really not glamorous. A life of comfort will not bring you what you want. And it's okay if you want to be comfortable in whatever you're comfortable in. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want more out of life, you will also give more. To whom much is given, much is required. It basically means you have to put in the work for you to achieve whatever you want, guys. Thank you for watching. And yeah, it's been a minute since I've done the sit downs, and honestly, I do enjoy them. If you like this kind of content, do not forget to like and share down below, guys. Let's engage on this. Let's try and be real. Let's try to guide one another, and as we grow, see you in my next upload. Thank you.